are we doing it right? NBC News investigative and consumer correspondent Vicki Nguyen. I said that like it was in a different language. Here to help us tackle the hot spots in our home. And it's stuff you don't really think about. I have to say, I don't always think about cleaning my doorknobs.
I know, Savannah. And we're going to talk about some basic general cleaning tips. They become even more important if you have someone who's infected in your home.
Okay.
You've heard me say it once. I'm going to say it 1,000 times. If it touches your hand, your face, or your mouth, you need to clean it. And you can grab a wipe.
Okay.
Think about the doorknobs. That's one of the first surfaces you touch when you come in your home and that people touch. So we talked about this. If you're going to spray it down, let it air dry.
What is that
Same thing with the wipes.
Oh, Lysol.
So this is a disinfectant spray. It has everything the EPA recommends in order to
get more
kill
than
the
one,
germs.
but apparently not. Okay.
Wipe down that light switch for me. That's a key one. We don't think about it. Remote controls too. You're really thinking about the
How
things.
long? Like, is that good enough?
That's perfect. And then let it air dry.
Let it air dry. Okay.
Think about the things that everyone in your home touches. You know, the remote controls, the light
And
switches.
my phone while I'm at it.
Yeah, do it. Okay, we're gonna
clean Hoda while I'm at it. No, I'm just kidding.
You're coming for laundry. All right.
Yesterday,
I listened yesterday. We literally got home. You told us to take our outside clothes off and put on the inside clothes. But what do you do with the outside clothes?
Yes. So you're going to toss them in your hamper most likely, right? And so this is a spot where when you take your clothes out, you often forget to take this little liner guy out, or it's kind of annoying.
Yeah, you never do.
You know, so if you don't want to spray it down with the disinfectant, this is the workaround, okay? Do you remember when we did the pillow cleaning segment? One of your secret weapons was you had that extra liner that kept your pillow super clean. Kind of think of that, this laundry bag as the same thing. You can actually put your clothes in the washer, then take the laundry bag and wash that thing too.
Okay, because the germs stay on this liner is what you're saying.
Does dry cleaning disinfect enough? Like if you had a coat, like a winter coat?
Dry cleaning is going to kill everything because of those chemicals. So
okay, well, good to know that.
Yeah,
thank you. Keep chiming in, please. I'm with you.
Okay, same thing with this. Don't forget to clean the plastic basket.
How do you
do the same thing. Use this little spray.
Okay.
Now, I have these gloves here because we're talking about if you have an infected person in your house, ideally that person should be doing their own laundry. But if you're going to do it, you got to put gloves on. And it's key. When you take the clothes out, put them directly into the washer. Let's walk over there.
Can I ask real quick? Hand towels, because we have those there. Should we be washing them every day, every other day?
I think that's a good idea. If you have enough hand towels to change them out frequently, do it. Use a separate set of hand towels for that person. Ideally, that person should be using paper towels and then throwing them away.
Okay, temperatures for washing clothes.
Okay. As high of a heat as your clothes will tolerate. However, we talked with a global health director who says it's not so much about the temperature of the water. So if you need to use cold water, that's okay. But you need to make sure you use enough soap or detergent, whatever you're putting in there, the pods or the liquid detergent. And the other key is don't shake the clothes out before you put them in, because if there is virus on those clothing, on that clothing, you don't want to get it airborne.
Shaking it into the air.
Yes. So don't do that, audience. All right. Over to the bathroom where we meet Craig.
Bathrooms teeming with germs, typically,
This is a no-brainer, right? We probably are doing a good job cleaning our bathrooms. It becomes even more important if you're dealing with infection in your house. Don't forget these surfaces here, all of the faucets and the handles, and then the toilet handle, too. That's something that everyone in the house typically touches. In our self-quarantine piece yesterday, we talked about if you're lucky enough to have an extra bathroom and you have a sick person in the house, have them using that. And that goes for cold and flu, too. If you're really trying to limit the spread of the infection, isolate that person.
What about the countertop there?
Absolutely, same thing. Wipe it down and also let it dry, let it air dry. Resist the temptation to go back over it with a paper towel.
Yesterday.
Super important. Yeah, I know. I used to think the same thing, that you wanted to just wipe it down, that was scrubbing. No, let the disinfectant sit. Yep, absolutely. Let it sit as long as possible because that's what's killing the germs. The liquid drying through the air.
All right, Vicki, we're in the kitchen. What do we want to focus on?
Okay. Every single surface you touch in the kitchen. This is such a high touch area.
Doesn't matter if it's wood or stone.
Not at all.
Viruses live on one worse than the other?
Not that we know of right now. Cardboard, 24 hours. Hard surfaces like plastic and stainless steel, 2 to 3 days. The study that just came out showed that. And so they didn't study wood, but the assumption is this virus can live on surfaces.
Got it.
So when we talk about wood, warm soap and water. That's really all you need. These wipes are great. And see, this is the thing. If you have a coffee maker, a blender, whatever you're using, you're typically going to wash this part, right? Because that's the part the food is in, the liquid is in.
This should be okay. I made margaritas. The tequila should kill all the germs.
You're probably safe there. But the buttons that you were touching when you made that tequila, these are the surfaces that you really need to be wiping down. And ideally, the sick person isn't coming into contact with as much of this during that period while they're recovering anyway. But yeah, don't forget, see, these handles that everyone's touching when you use the coffee every morning. I mean, it's just a good idea to do a little daily wipe down, maybe more frequently if you have someone who's sick in the house.
Okay, fair enough.
All right.
You go to the store and the shelves are clean. How do you make your own?
And we're seeing that, and people are telling me on Twitter all across the country, I can't get my hands on some of the products that you're showing. I get it. Don't freak out. You probably have some of these things in your home, like bleach. This is easy. Just a 1/3 cup of bleach solution into a gallon of water. Ideally, use gloves. Try not to touch the bleach. Never mix anything with bleach except for water.
Right.
And these are some other things. You probably have one of these in the bottom of your
hydrogen peroxide.
Yes, you use them for cuts and scrapes and bruises. Well, if you put just regular hydrogen peroxide into a spray bottle, you spray that onto a surface, it's just like this other stuff that I've been showing you, the Lysol disinfectant. Yes, works just the same way. Right onto a surface, let it dry, that's going to kill the germs. Does it have a smell?
No, not really. I wonder if you can
not
add
really.
a couple of drops of essential oils in it.
You could if you wanted to, absolutely. That's not necessary for the disinfectant
Right.
properties, but it certainly could make it smell better.
All right, make sure you keep it away from the kids.
And we're going to put all of this on today.com because we got all these recipes and products and tips, and it was a lot.